Hello, I'm the Reverend Elena, and this is my 10th video for Revelation Faithbook. Today I will be speaking about the importance of forgiveness. But first let me start off with the continuation from last video where I was a little freaked out about a spider. Well, it turned out to be it was still barely alive. What happened was it dropped down and fell in between the blinds, and it was suffering all night long. So the next morning my husband, when I told him about it, he took tissues, flushed it down the toilet 3 times to make sure it stayed down there. I have a bug phobia. What can I say? Anyway, moving forward, also as a little continuation from my last video, I was talking about natural health remedies. I was speaking in particular with natural health remedies for cancer and other ailments. Other ailments. Okay. And just yesterday I found out a rather disturbing article in regards to doctors who try to heal people naturally using the natural remedies. Well, in a short amount of time, I think it was like within 2 weeks, if I remember correctly, when I was reading the article, there were 3 of those doctors killed. This morning I come across another article, 2 more natural healing doctors are missing now. That's 5 doctors. I believe that's what the article said, that the 2 doctors that are now missing, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe they were also homeopathic, natural remedy healing. That's what I gathered from the article. Doesn't that sound suspicious? That sounds scary. Very scary. Oh boy. And like when I spoke before in my previous video about cancer being $100 million business, who wants to give that up? Scary stuff here. Oh boy. Doesn't look good. Somebody has something against natural remedies. That's not a good thing. Okay. Moving on to the importance of forgiveness. First, I'm going to define anger, which a lot of people have these days. Everybody has some anger in them somewhere. Okay. Anger means, definition 1, rage, displeasure. Definition 2, to make angry. Rage and displeasure. I see a lot of road rage. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 31 says, "Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice." Wow. Who can really do that easily? Nobody can do that easily. That's what I'm going to get into later on. Now, instead of me standing here saying, "You're not going to like what I have to say," well, this is going to be one of those that I don't want to do. I don't want to do this one, but I have to do this one. Here we go. Have you ever noticed at just how easy it is to get angry with someone or something? All it takes, it seems, is some little thing or something somebody says or do to you and it angers you. I've come across that many times. And I hate to say this, usually it's some of my friends that angers me. I will get into that later. Oh boy, here we go. How could that person do that to me, or how could that person say that about me? He or she makes me so angry. Okay. On with a few more Bible verses on the subject. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 22 says, "But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment." Whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. Pretty scary stuff, isn't it? Well, from here on out, it's going to get even scarier. Ephesians chapter 4, verses 26 to 27. And don't sin by letting anger gain control over you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a mighty foothold to the devil. James 1, 19 and 20 says, My dear brothers, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. For man's anger does not bring about the righteous life that God desires. We all get angry with someone at some point in our lives. I have many of those moments myself. There's one person that I was angry with for quite some time, and it took me 3 years to completely forgive her. Oh, yeah. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you why. This was going way, way back when I was in my early 20s. And it continued on later on, too. But this particular person, well, I later found out she was on heavy-duty medication and everything. But anyway, I met her at a friend's house, and that's as far as I'm going to say about that, because like I said, I don't want to give away anybody's identity. That's not my purpose. But anyway, this woman, years after I met her at my friend's house, she began corresponding via snail mail. Now, this was long before the days of the internet. Okay, that was when I was in my early 20s. I'm now 47 years old, going to be 48 this summer. The big 5-0 awaits. Anyway, trying not to get off the subject here. She started writing to me letters, 15 handwritten pages at a time. Wow, I thought, she really wants to be my friend. She's spending all this time writing all these letters to me. And it was not just one that was 15 pages long. We're talking about additional letters following that, 10 pages long, 12 pages long. I think you get the gist of it. Okay, figured, wow. Major friendship about to happen here. Okay. But that wasn't the case. Things went well, very well. She was telling me about her life. I was telling her a lot about myself, etc., etc. This is what went down when I first asked to see her in person. Oh. How can I put this? All hell broke loose. Yeah. From being super, super nice and caring went to total destruction in the blink of an eye. Just because I was interested to meet her in person. Again, after a few years. Wow. Biggest mistake I've ever done. She started coming up with excuse after excuse. She would say things like, oh, when I first saw you at my niece's house, you had demons in your eyes looking back at me. She would also say weird things like she would have a demon, one on each of her shoulder, pulling her hair out in clumps. In other words, she wanted to keep distance from me, but writing to me, that she loved doing. Wow. Don't know why she was feeling that way. But as time went on, I did get to see her. And it was a bit of a distance. It was upstate New York. I live on Long Island, and she lives in upstate New York. It was a little bit of a ride. I finally got to see her for like an hour. That was it. Surprisingly, years ago, when I got in touch with her again after a long, what can I call it, separation, or never heard from her for a while, then I called her up. Just, I don't know why I did. Something told me to do it. I don't know what exactly, but she was actually wanting to see me. I didn't know what for. And I was like, okay, this time I'd be traveling alone. I was living alone. This was before I got married. Had my own place. Now I was like, okay, I'll be there. I traveled by myself. Got the Greyhound bus. Made out okay. When I got there, like a few hours after I got there, she asked me to pray for her. Whoa, okay. So she wanted me there for a reason. Okay, and this, I wasn't a minister back then. This was, like I said, when I was still single. This was years ago. So I did that. Prayed for her and everything. And I slept over. And the next morning, this was rather strange. So what was strange next morning was there were two elderly women that were walking by her house. Just taking a stroll. Nothing suspicious, nothing peculiar about that. And she says, Elaine, get down on the floor. Let's get down on the floor. Let's make sure that they don't see us. My friend didn't want the two women outside seeing us. I don't understand that. I still don't understand that to this day. So I just did what she said. I hid myself, ducked down. Forget it was under a table or just getting down on the floor just to hide, so I wasn't in view in the window. I didn't question it. I figured I better not say anything. I just kept quiet about it. Oh boy. Anyway, and years later, I don't know. Then after that, we were in touch for a little while, and then things got weird again. Then she came up with her crazy talk again, and I was like, you know what? I tried to help you out. I tried to, it just didn't work out. We just had some different opinions about everything, and she just got just wacky and crazy again. So I figured, you know what? Let's just go our separate ways. That's it. I just couldn't handle any more crazy talk. I tried to be nice to her and everything, but she just got weird on me again. All of a sudden, she didn't want to see me again, so there we go. I don't know why. I probably will never know why. At this point, whatever. Okay. There's another person who has been making life very difficult for myself and many others. After several years, I just took it for what it is and walked away from it and put it in the Lord's hands. So that was somebody that I met in church. We became friends. And we also went out, me, her, and her roommate, us three gals, went to lunch together, out places, shopping, the usual girl stuff we did together. And everything went well up until she lost her job and started a new job because she got another friend who liked horseback riding. I have never been on a horse before. So then she actually felt the need to come to my house to tell me that we were never friends. Really? We were never friends. That she said we were mere acquaintances. Wow. Because she had this other friend. She was bragging about this other friend who really, really loved to go horseback riding. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm the stupid one. Maybe I don't get it. I don't know. But whatever. I wasn't going to fight and say, why don't you want to be my friend? Yes, we were friends. Why are you saying I'm just a mere acquaintance? I don't understand that. I'm not even going to attempt to understand. This is the way it is sometimes. Whatever. Okay. So that was the last time I saw her. Okay. whatever. Speaking of bully boss, I've actually forgiven my former bully boss after I've suffered through and finally got rid of having PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Boy, was that something. That is not fun. That is a for real thing. When I was terminated, I still managed to smile and even extended my hand for a handshake. She wanted to see me upset, but I made sure I did not display any emotion. She was shocked that I wanted to shake her hand, and as her hand was very limp, she looked angry as I walked out of the office door for the final time because it ruined her day since I didn't seem a bit upset being terminated. She kind of like sat in a chair like she was about to enjoy a really good movie. She thought for sure I'd either cry or get mad or something. And this woman laughed at the employee who was terminated before me. Wow, professionalism at its finest. Really, very good. Anyway, I made sure I got all my emotions out before I went to the office on my sick day. On my sick day. They wanted me to go in for a so-called meeting. I knew I was going to be let go. I could see it coming. The way I was treated, I could see it coming. Okay. But I made sure I didn't display any emotion. And right before I walked out that door, she looked very angry. Because I was very, very nice. And when you're nice to somebody, it's like putting hot coals on their head. That's just what I did to my former bully boss. Very hot coals. And you could see the look on her face. Oh, she was angry that I didn't get upset. Okay. However, I do struggle with one particular person. I was angry with this person because I was hurt by her. Once again, here's the word hurt. I've been experiencing a lot of it. Okay. She called me her friend right from the start. I was shocked when she told me she was seriously sick. I do sympathize with that. I know what being sick is like with my migraines and such, and then Hashimoto's disease. It isn't fun. So she's sick with a different illness, but I am not going to say what it is. But aside from some fatigue that this friend has, she doesn't seem to be symptomatic. Me, on the other hand, I'm symptomatic. Very symptomatic. I had to miss out on my own brother's funeral. Shortly after that, I had to miss out on my cousin's funeral. I went to 2 of the wakes for my brother. The second wake, I had no voice. So I had sinusitis on top of a little migraine, and my thyroid was going crazy on top of everything. So the stress also with my brother dying, that probably did something too. And I've been missing out on a lot of family gatherings and a lot of stuff because my symptoms keep coming back. And this is why I'm not working. But I am making good use of my time on the days that I do feel well. So that's how it goes. But, you know, I can't stand when people say to me, like, I'm too tired to call you. When, let's say, person A says, I'm too tired to call you, and then you find out, and she says that to person B says, okay, I understand. But then you find out person A is in a triathlon. Not too tired for being in a triathlon, but too tired to make a phone call to a friend. I don't see the logic in that. I see dishonesty there. I don't like stuff like that. And you know what? My friend no longer became my friend when I spoke up about it. Wow. All I did was speak up about it. Really? You couldn't call me? But yet you can do all this other stuff? This is what hurts me. This hurts. And another thing is being a minister and being told you are not welcome in your own friend's house is very disturbing. I don't understand why this person doesn't understand that. How would you like it if you ordered a pizza, you take it out of the box, and there's no cheese on it? So I say a friendship without hospitality, is like pizza without cheese. I understand that if I actually went to this person's house, I wouldn't just sit there and want to be catered to. No, I would help out. I understand she's not feeling well. Even though she can do, visit family out of state or whatever. But it really, really bugs me. And it does anger me why I'm told this, not being invited, and she can't even come to my place, but she could drive, actually being a passenger in a car, being driven cross country from one end to the next with kids in the car. I would say that's major stress. She could do that. Too tired to call me. And she promised she'd call me when she feels a little better, but that never happened. She could do everything else when she's tired, but calling me is out of the question. I don't understand this. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, but I've given up figuring it out. I figured, okay. Now she took me off her friends list, so because I spoke up about it. She didn't like that. Of course, nobody likes confrontation. Like I said in a previous video, nobody likes to be confronted. And this is usually the result. When you confront, you get a bad result. I got a bad result. Now I'm off Facebook, and the emails have to be just to say happy holidays or hope you're feeling okay, but that's about it. And the communication has been getting less and less. The communication has just been dissolving quickly. Now I cannot find out if she's really doing okay. Because yes, I do care. I do care. If she did ask for my help, I will be right there. I do care. And I pray for her every single day. Of course I do. Yes, I do. Okay, but now I was helping her before with stuff. I really put a lot of time into that to help her before I did stuff for myself. I put her first. And this is the thanks I get. Off Facebook, limited communication, and such. It's really distressing. And it bothers me. And I wonder why God put certain people in my life. Maybe this is one big test. I don't know. It probably is. But if this person was actually my friend, I should be able to tell her, look, this is what's bothering me. Why are you doing this? But no, it's, oh boy. And I could think of many, many crazy reasons why she doesn't want me over her house. Maybe, see, the thing is, then the mind can go crazy. Then I could start thinking things like, okay, maybe she's got an atomic bomb hidden in the basement or something. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy stuff, but not going there. I am not going to attempt to do any guessing. It's only going to create in more trouble. So, and it's going to make my mind go crazy thinking of a whole bunch of reasons why she doesn't want me at her house. Okay, whatever. So I like it better when somebody actually confronts me, like they're speaking to me 2 inches away from my face and say, Elaine, I hate you. It'll be nice to hear a reason why, though. But I guess that'll be asking too much. If somebody said, Elaine, I hate you, they will be giving me one thing, and that's closure. Closure. Because I can't stand these other people that play mind games with me, that make me guess what's really going on. Boy, you know the saying, no good deed goes unpunished? I noticed something. I noticed the pattern in my life. When I do a good deed, boy, do I get punished. I get a slap in the face in return. Wow. Okay. Whatever. I'm sure it's going to happen again. And hopefully next time I could just say, whatever will be, will be. Okay. Oh, I'm almost at the point where I'm just laughing at the whole thing. But the sad part is, she is seriously sick, and I'm not going to find out. I'm forbidden to find out if she gets worse or if she dies. And I'm afraid that if I contact a family member to ask her how she's doing, I'm afraid that will really, really be an A-bomb in my face. Okay. Oh boy, this one is really exhausting me. You can see I feel strongly about this. I do care. See, that's a problem. I care what happens to her. I care how she's feeling. That's why I went out of my way to do research to try to help her. To find things that'll make her at least more comfortable, or maybe find a cure, or maybe something to better her life. Okay, where was I at here? I know what it's like to be sick. Like I said before, chronic migraine, Hashimoto's disease, and I can't work because of my symptoms. Okay, Galatians 6:2 says, before I read the Bible verse, she doesn't want any kind of things that's not considered positive, like no negativity. If something bad happened to you or bad happened to me or what, I cannot talk about it. Everything just has to be hunky-dory and limited to, are you feeling well? And of course, and I, am forced to lie at times when I have my bad days and she asks me how I'm feeling. Whether I feel good or not, I have to say, I am fine. Okay. I thought friends could actually share things with each other. We used to. We used to share stuff, how we felt. And, try to be there for each other and everything. That through email, limited to email. I did see her about a month and a half ago, after a long time, but communication is just through email. That's it. Occasionally. A little bit here and a little bit there. Nothing more. So Galatians 6:2 says, bear ye one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. We shouldn't be afraid to say to our friend, look, this is what's bothering me. Can you pray for me? Just keep it short. You don't have to go into a long spiel, this, that. But you should be able to let your friend know what's really going on in your life. There was another person that I had to deal with concerning a project. I'll just say a project. Oh boy, he would lie to me more than tell me the truth. Boy, was he good at lying. Sometimes not so good. A lot of times I caught him, but he really knew how to mess up a project. It came out terrible. So I had to wind up doing it on my own. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm not going to go into detail with this person because I don't want anybody figuring out who it could be. And that's not my purpose here. Like I said, I'm not here to point fingers at anybody. It's just, here is the situation. This is what I'm having difficulty with dealing with. It's just the latest one with my friend who is seriously sick. The other ones, I don't consider a problem anymore. There's closure. It's over and done with, but this one, latest one, is ongoing. And I do wish her well. And like I said before, I do pray for her every day. It's just that she doesn't want much to do with me anymore. And this is just, it shouldn't be that way. Wow. Anyway, here's an excellent movie. I highly recommend watching a movie entitled The Lazarus Phenomenon. The Lazarus Phenomenon. The full-length movie can be seen on YouTube.com. Excellent movie. You can also purchase it on DVD through Amazon.com. This movie gives a good example of how dangerous unforgiveness is. There are two true stories of near-death experiences. The first one is described by a pastor who displayed unforgiveness toward his wife. Shortly after, he was in a car accident. The angel showed him heaven and hell. While the angel showed him hell, he said, "If your life were to end today, this would be your portion." The pastor was shocked when the angel said that hell would be his portion. The pastor was shocked as he said, "No, how could this be? I'm born again. I'm a pastor." The angel replied saying, "Enough," and explained that the pastor would have spent eternity in hell for not forgiving his wife. Then the second part of the movie, a man describes his near-death experience after being stung by jellyfish. I highly recommend this movie. It really gives out a good message about forgiveness. Big time. If you have, like I said in my previous video, the video I'll be doing today, like I said before, if you have anything against someone, you have to get rid of it. I do have a forgiveness attitude, and I would say, yes, I have forgiven this woman that I talked about before, the way she treated me. Yes, but the hurt is still there. Now, I get this up in my face a lot with people saying to me, "You're a minister. You can't act this way." Like sometimes I would say, "Oh, it felt like," this is before I forgave my bully boss. Like I would say, "We'll have to plow her head through a brick wall." We all feel that way sometimes, but do we actually do it? No, I would not actually do it. But yes, I've forgiven her. I've forgiven everybody in my life who have wronged me in any way. So, oh boy. This was a tough one. This is probably a very long one. I'm going on and on and on and on about this. But, what was I saying before? Yes. This woman who was seriously sick. I do care for her. If she ever needed help from me, I would be right there. I would do all I can. I did it before. I helped as much as I humanly could. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like she's taken my advice on the things that I found she can do for her health. But what can you do? Like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't get him to drink. There you go. Do I feel that my efforts were for nothing? No. Because maybe I can take this to the next step further, because, what was I saying? Maybe other people can benefit from the information I have found. And I have talked about it in my previous video about the Gerson therapy and the marine phytoplankton. Definitely look into it if you have any kind of ailments. And even cancer, like I said before, the marine phytoplankton helped a woman with carcinoid cancer. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And there were no tumors within 28 days when she started taking it. That's progress. And then you have this multi-billion dollar business, because so many people are on chemotherapy, having so much toxicity in their system because of that. That drives me crazy. You know, this is why hopefully there can be money funded for natural remedies. Okay. In conclusion, there's 5 more verses I would like to read off. Matthew chapter 5 verses 44 through 48 says, "But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, why do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." Now I know there's no such thing as perfect people here on this planet. Only God is perfect. We all know this. But we have to strive to be as much like God as we possibly can. This concludes my segment on the importance of forgiveness. Next video is going to be another tough one for me to do. Oh boy. I can feel the daggers and pitchforks coming my way already. It's going to be on the Supreme Court's decision about gay marriage. Here we go. Woof. And it's going to be very close to my 12th wedding anniversary. Oh boy. What are the odds of that? Oh boy. I'm obviously going to have to start off defining love and hate, because I see a lot of people misconstrue what those words really mean. Seriously. And the Bible has become the new hate speech. This is what's going on here. This is scary stuff. Okay. When we were in kindergarten, even earlier than kindergarten, we knew what love and hate was. The meanings of those words seem to have changed suddenly. But I'm going to have to explain Love Hate 101 in my next video. And I'm going to have to explain why I am not a hateful person. But some people are still going to think I'm a hateful person when that video is watched. Here we go. Maybe I will be able to get through to one person. We shall see. Time will tell. What can I say? I can't stand, the direction this country is going. It's really, really sad. But that's all I have to say for now. And I think I've said enough. So, till next time, have a great day. See you later. Bye. Hello, I hate when I mess up right away. Okay, here we go. Take 5. Blast off. Hello, I'm the Reverend Elenia Vazak, and this is my 10th video. Okay. And other ailments. Other ailments. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. He or she makes me so angry. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay, just making sure this thing is on. Okay. After several years, wow, professionalism. At its finest. Really, okay. Then I could start thinking things like, okay, maybe she's got an atomic bomb hidden in the basement or something. Closure. I'm afraid that will really be an A-bomb in my face. Okay. Oh boy, this one is really exhausting. Everything just has to be hunky-dory. Fine. We'll have to plow her head through a brick wall. Oh boy. This was a tough one. This is probably a very long one. I'm going on and on and on and on about this. Matthew 5. Okay. And, I forgot the last thing I was going to say. What was I going to say? So, I forgot what I was going to say next. Okay. So that's all I have to say for now. And I think I've said enough. So, till next time, have a great day. See you later. Bye.